down the neon street tonight. Everything is shining, feeling so right. We don't need a map to find our way. Spinning in the starlight, we'll never stop. Dancing all night, taking it to the top. This is our world, let's live it loud.
Kosher pickle you got there, Max. I'm gonna keep this short.
Spinning in the starlight, we'll never stop. Dancing all night, taking it to the top. This is our world, let's live it loud.
Hey everyone, first of all, who was that AI thing with my name on it? That was not me. I don't know who that was supposed to be. Yours looked a lot more like you. Who did this? Was this Katie? I need to get to the bottom of the culprit, but hey everyone. Oh, Bobby, you're muted. There you go.
Wait, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'm confused. The
Oh, you
intro?
didn't see it? Yeah, on the intro there was like
No,
AI.
no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll show it to you after. You'll see what I'm talking about. Anyways, viewers, hi. Welcome to our review show of AEW Dynamite. Sorry about that sidetrack. That threw me off. I'm like, who is this person? Bobby, you saw Dynamite tonight. Are you watching Forbidden Door on Sunday?
No, I won't be able to.
Dun dun dun. Well, this was the go home show to that pay-per-view. I think tomorrow UPR is gonna do like a prediction show. So we'll see what that's gonna be like. But let's get into what they had on this go home show today. So we've had Bandito, Brody King. They've been teaming together again recently. They're gonna take on the Death Riders. Well, actually, it was Bandito with Mystico, and my dog is barking. That's not ideal. With Mystico. And you have the Death Riders. Representing them, you have Claudio Castagnoli, Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta. So this was a trios match, and I think that this one was a little bit interesting because we saw Brody King. He has signature shoes with Adidas now, which look really, really cool. I recently saw, you liked it, Katie Boo. Who was that? Who was that?
I didn't even see it, Katie. I didn't see the intro.
You'll be. I'll get your opinion on it after, Bobby. Maybe because I thought yours kind of looked like yours, but I was like, what is this? Anyways, the shoes, the boots, right? I think I recently saw like Sierra was wearing those boots too. So I don't know if that's something you can buy because they're like wrestling boots, but.
Oh yeah, this was the first match. It was Brody King, Bandino, and who was that other one? Because it was a 6-man tag.
Mystico, yeah.
Against the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. And this was a decent match. Sheriff, what did you think?
I really enjoyed this match. It was interesting because the Death Riders are kind of like, they're a bit of tweeners now. Like sometimes they're babyface, sometimes they're going against like baby faces themselves, so they can play a little bit of a heel. And some members are more heel than others. I think Moxley's very kind of teetering more on babyface these days. But the crowd was kind of like almost rooting for both. I think the crowd was more rooting for the I guess you could say white meat baby faces. It's kind of like Brody and Mystico and Bandito. But unfortunately for them, the Death Riders did get the win here. What are your thoughts, Bobby?
Honestly, I kind of wouldn't mind if they shook it up and had Brody King, Bandino, and Mystico win tonight. But am I surprised Death Riders won? No, I'm not. As we're getting ready to build towards Forbidden Door this Sunday night, live on pay-per-view and streaming on HBO Max. So am I surprised they won? No, I'm not.
Yeah, it's got to be. And Moxley is a singles champion, Continental champ, so I get that. We had the remarkable Renee Paquette. That's Mrs. Jon Moxley. She was talking with the conglomeration and Darby Allin as well. And they're in a feud with MJF, and they want to get back at them. It's basically I think Darby Allin is in with the conglomeration just because they have common enemies right now with the Don Callis family and MJF. MJF, he's not a member of the Don Callis family, but he's in with them because they have common enemies, Darby Allin and the conglomeration. So we saw that Mark Briscoe says that he's going to be in the ring tonight. Or Kyle O'Reilly asked him to be in the ring tonight with them, so they're going to be accompany each other later on in the show. But when we go back into it, so we're going to have the women's match. We had Harley and Marina Shafir. Marina Shafir kind of got like a jobber entrance, I guess you could say, because she was kind of already in the match when we transitioned to that. And then we did get an entrance from Harley Cameron, which I really liked. She was wearing the Supergirl merch because
Yeah,
she was here with
because the movie comes out tomorrow. Wait, no, Friday. Tomorrow, Friday one, Supergirl.
Yeah, I think it comes out tomorrow, or if not Friday, like you said. When I saw because they announced it during the show, I was like, I feel like that. I didn't realize that movie was already coming out. I want to see it. Are you planning to see that one, Bobby?
I definitely am. This is my favorite AEW female wrestler, Harley Cameron.
Harley
It was so
Cameron?
great. Yes, I love Harley Cameron, and it was so great to see her getting the win tonight over Maria Shafir. I thought it was a decent match.
Yeah,
So
especially
she,
because Marina, she didn't even let her complete her entrance. She just kicked Harley like before she could even get in the ring. Like, come on, just rude. And yeah, so this was by the way, this was a qualifying match. So the AEW TBS Championship is vacant because speaking of Harley Cameron, her tag partner Willow, she had to relinquish the title due to injury. So that title is now vacant. So there's going to be a survival of the fittest match.
yeah, next Wednesday for whoever wins that becomes the new TBS champion.
And Harley will be in it. Unfortunately, Marina Shafir, you will not be because you lost. So that is what it is. We saw Will Ospreay versus El Phantasmo. Phantasmo, this is his, I think they said, fifth match in AEW, and he won the earlier four. I remember the announcer saying that. So he was going into this, I think, undefeated. And so, I mean, not after this. Will Ospreay did beat him. And so this, I think, was kind of more of a match to get like Will some momentum and get him on the card as we go into the pay-per-view. But what are your thoughts, Bobby?
Uh, with this match, Harley and Maria Shafir, or
You can do both. So Marina Shafir and Harley, and also Will Ospreay and El Phantasmo.
also that Will Ospreay match was after the Harley Cameron match.
Yeah, that one was
Wow.
like they went right into it, kind of actually.
Oh, okay. That Will Ospreay and who was it they fought tonight? Oh dang.
El Phantasmo. This was like
Alpha Pasmo.
his fifth like match, so he's kind of new. Yeah.
Oh, but before that there was a backstage with the Death Riders and John Moxley was getting the group troops together and
Oh,
all
was
of
that
them
before
got
that?
into a all of them got into a huddle and spun around and like Will Ospreay just falls back and
You're right. They did do that before the match to hype him up. They did do that, yeah. Which
I
is good.
thought
I like the development of his character with the Death Riders. I think it gives him more of an edge.
right. But this Will Ospreay and Naito, you said
El
his name is
Phantasmo.
El Phantasmo. Wow, jeez. I don't know why I
It's a
said
weird
Naito.
name. And he has it on the side of his pants as well. And I was like I was like, what is that? What is that? It's like El Phantasmo, yeah.
Right. El Phantasmo. This was a good match. I knew Will Ospreay was going to pick up the win here. Very good match back and forth. Great win by Will Ospreay. And then as he was proceeded to leave the ring, out comes Swerve Strickland and
Yeah,
Prince
well,
Nana.
Prince Nana came out, and then of course, when you see him, you know what's gonna happen. Swerve comes out. He comes out because he's gonna be in the next match, but we also know that he's gonna be him and Willer. gonna be button heads. But they did not have any kind of physicality here just yet. They just kind of stared each other down, and they had some tension. But Swerve made his way to the ring because he's gonna have a match with Daniel Garcia, another member of the Death Riders. And in true Death Rider fashion, he came in from the parking lot. So the camera followed Garcia all the way from the parking lot to the ring to make his entrance basically. And I think I like Daniel Garcia. I never really cared for him being in the Death Riders, but it is what it is. I think he's kind of been lost in the shuffle. He did take the loss here to Swerve, who needed that momentum as well going into the pay-per-view. So it is what it is. What are your thoughts, Bobby?
With the Swerve and
Danny Garcia match, yeah.
yeah, Daniel Garcia. Yeah, Swerve picked up the win. Great back and forth between these two, I thought. Again, not surprised. Again, predictable. Swerve picking up the win here. And it looked like to me that he was gonna attack Daniel Garcia afterwards. He was gonna hit him with that
Oh yeah.
that one finishing move, but Ospreay came in there, made the
Came out
save.
to do the save, yeah, because that's his teammate now.
Yep.
And then I think that did you see when Nana tripped him?
Yeah,
That
I
was so
did. I saw
funny.
that. Yeah. And then Swerve was gonna hit that move on Ospreay, but Daniel Garcia made the save, and Garcia ended up taking the move. So Garcia sacrificed himself for Will Ospreay there.
And he's gonna need it because Daniel Garcia, he's not the one that's gonna need momentum going in. It's gonna be Osprey and Swerve facing each other at the pay-per-view Forbidden Door. So for the Owen Hart in the tournament. So they want to make sure that Osprey is gonna be in top shape for that. And then Moxley himself is gonna be defending his title against Bandito. And then earlier we spoke about the conglomeration and the Don Callis family. That's gonna be like a big multi-man like steel cage match. So they're really setting up so far all of the different I guess storylines. Speaking of that steel cage match, so we did get a segment with Don Callis and Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF. He's backstage pretty much with all of not all of the family. That stable has so many people in it. I don't even know at this point. But it's like 12, 11 members of the Don Callis family. It's the Brady Bunch out there. And basically they have Kevin Knight with them as well. And it's they're sending a message to Darby Allin. They're sending a message to Takeshita because he's no longer with them as well. Who we're gonna see actually in a little bit on the show. And they had Andrade El Idolo out there as well because we know that even though he's a member of the stable, he wants to have like a singles run himself. He wants to win the title from MJF. So him and MJF kind of butt heads in this segment here, but I think that these are people who need to. They're basically saying we need to get on the same page and unite if we're going to win on Sunday because they got to be in a match together at the pay-per-view. So, what are your thoughts here, Bobby?
Oh, with the backstage segment so the group is called what? MJ.
Exactly. It's
DCF.
Oh yeah, the shirt that they made where it said
Oh
DCMJF, which stands for like Don Callis Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
Oh god, that shirt was
Ugly.
gosh awful. Oh my
UGLY, yeah.
goodness.
It was
Oh
not good.
no.
I mean, I was looking at that and I was like, and these letters don't even look like they go together, like DCMJF.
It was a pretty good backstage segment, but that shirt reveal, oh no, no.
No. Yeah, so I guess you're not running to WWE. I mean, not WWE shop, AEW shop for that.
Nope, I ain't gonna buy that gosh awful shirt.
Actually, they're not even with them anymore. But yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But so we got so after that, we did get. By the way, that just reminded me that MJF is not actually even though he's a champ, he's actually not defending his title at the pay per view, which that's a little bit forgivable because I mean he's that title has been defended pretty much at every show over and over again. Like it seems like rapid fire. So I guess he can
Yeah,
get a break from defending the title because he's going to be in this multi-man match. Um,
yeah,
but next we got Jungle. Well, I was gonna say Jungle Boy. He's Jungle Man now. Jack Perry versus Zack Saber Jr., which I was really excited for this match. This is really an interesting matchup, and we know that Zack Saber Jr. He's gonna be facing Kenny Omega at the pay per view, which is just a known. I would be shocked if that might even main event the show. I would not be shocked if it did. Um, but we know that Zack Saber Jr. He's going to need some momentum going into the pay per view because he's the one that has a big match. I don't think that Jack Perry is on the card, or he might be on Zero. I don't remember, but so he did take the loss here. It was actually by submission. I think Zack Saber Jr. is known for that. I haven't seen much of him, but I'm aware that over in Japan, he's kind of that guy. He's kind of the big kahuna. So, what are your thoughts, Bobby?
this was a pretty good match. Um,
Oh,
again,
maybe that's true, Katie. Sorry.
it's all right. This was a pretty good match. Back and forth. Zack Saber Jr. Uh, picking up the win here again. I'm not surprised. It seems like tonight, all the matches tonight were kind of predictable as far as the outcome, but at least that's what I saw. It was
Oh,
kind of
good point.
predictable.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Were any of these not predictable? I mean, speak. I mean, I think the next match. I mean, this is kind of probably really predictable. The next match is the Young Bucks versus T T T T M M D K. Yeah, T like yeah, Tito and Mikey.
Oh yeah,
I mean, obviously the Young Bucks are gonna win this. I mean, yeah. And I think that this is another one of those things where they wanted to get um, just those guys some momentum going into the pay per view because they're going to be in a three-way tag team match. Um, so I think that it's pretty obvious that they were going to win this match. Um, but it wasn't for what it's worth. It was a fun match, to be honest. Even though they were sore losers, they basically beat down the Young Bucks after the match. Kenny Omega came in to make the save because that's BTE, be the elite. Um, and then we did get to see Zack Sabre Jr. come out as well, and so they confront each other. And they had a bit of a, I guess they had a bit of a back and forth, like they were going back and forth with like elbows and like just, and then eventually, I think that the team I keep forgetting their name. They were basically able to get Zack Sabre Jr. out of the ring, like away from the fight. So
yeah.
basically, it wasn't too much of a fisticuffs before the actual fight that they're going to have at the pay per view. They want to save most of that physicality for them. Omega did get on the mic, and he says that he basically said he's going to win the match, and that that Zack Sabre Jr. he should enjoy the next few days because he's gonna end his career on Sunday. No one's really gonna remember him. So
Oh,
tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Forbidden Door Prediction Show hosted by yours truly. Can't wait to do it with you guys. I will not be able to do it. And I did see your message, Mad Dog. And that sucks. But I am since you're here right now, and since I won't be able to be, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. I think that Osprey's beating Strickland. I think that
I
Omega's beating Sabre Jr. I do think that the Don Callis family will defeat the conglomeration. I do think Decla's keeping her title, of course. Trying to remember the AEW Tag Team Championships, which we'll get to later. I think that Cage and Cope are going to retain the three-way tag. Probably the Young Bucks. Probably. Um, I don't remember the name of the. It's Pac and the IWTB GP Global Champion. Sorry, I don't watch New Japan, but I think New Japan's champion will probably keep the title just because unless Pac plans to go over there and wrestle often, so maybe him. And then Mercedes Maya World. I'm gonna throw a curveball. I think Maya World's gonna get that win just because I think they want to do a nice tribute for her brother. I think she beat Athena. I don't think that was the original plan. I think they did an audible there because unfortunately her brother did pass in a tragic. I don't know if it was a car accident or if he got hit, but it was some kind of motor vehicle tragedy. It was very unfortunate. So I would like to see her win. I like My World. She's really good. Every time I watch her, she impresses me. So I like that. And the last was actually let me look at it here. Yes, they do have it. AEW wins World Tag Team Championship. So that's yeah, Dominion versus Thunder. Oh yeah, no. I see the Dominion. Um, Divine Dominion, keeping that. But yeah, that's my predictions for Forbidden Door since I won't be here tomorrow. But do you have any thoughts on the tag match, Bobby?
Oh, that happened tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you save your because you're gonna be on the prediction show tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I
I'll
will
let
be
you
on
save
there tomorrow.
yours for then.
Yep. All right. Oh, okay. So what was the next match? I
No,
had
you're
lost.
fine because I keep forgetting their names. The tag team, I think it's TMDK versus the Young Bucks.
Oh, it was a good match tonight. I knew the Young Bucks was going to win it. Um, once again, predictable tonight. Um, they got
Yeah.
some momentum. They got some momentum heading into this Sunday's Forbidden Door uh, triple threat tag team match.
Perfect, yeah. Which yeah, exactly. That's how I knew that they were probably gonna win. Um and we did kind of get like for the Forbidden Door, we got some like teasers for the Thekla match because she's gonna be defending her title against Starlight Kid, um, who I believe is from CMLL and Stardom. But she was kind of they were showing video packages of where she did in Stardom. And then we did get Queen Aminata and Red Velvet as the next match. And this is also a qualifier match for the AWTBS Championship Survival of the Fittest match that they're going to have next Wednesday. And I think I like Red Velvet. She's still a champion at Ring of Honor. She has that title that she beat Mercedes for. Um, but Queen Aminata, she did get the win here. It would be interesting to see if she gets a title match in Ring of Honor because I think when you pin a champion, you supposed to get a title shot. But that's beside the point. So she's gonna qualify for that match next week. I mean, this match was pretty straightforward. I think Red Velvet's grown a lot in the ring because she's kind of like she's
I
been
agree there.
like
I agree there.
way in the beginning of AEW, and I can see the growth from where she is now and then. I guess this was the least predictable match on the show, strangely, because I mean this was a toss up. Either one of them could have took it. But what is your thoughts, Bobby?
Um, it was it was a decent match. Um, uh, between Queen Aminata and Red Velvet. Who's the Ring of Honor World Television Champ? It's Red Velvet, right?
Red Velvet, yeah.
Okay, so it was a decent match, and she ended up winning it. Oh, or was it Queen Aminata? Because I saw a little bit
Well,
of it.
Queen Aminata won.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I was
that's what I said. I don't know. Maybe she gets a title shot in Ring of Honor now because she pinned a champ. Who knows?
yeah.
Um,
So the stage is set for the Survivor of the Fittest match next week on AEW Dynamite. All 5 women. You got Chris Statlander. You got Queen Aminata,
Harley
uh,
Cameron.
Holly Cameron.
Um, who are
I'm
the?
missing 2 more.
Oh, is it? Oh wait, who are the other two? Am I tripping? Actually, we have handy dandy Google. This is what we do on the UPR AW review show. Um, wait, TV match. All right, let's see. Is it? It's not gonna be Marina, girl. You're not gonna be in it because you lost. Um, so who's gonna be in it? So the field is Hikaru Shida. That's who we were missing, and Persephone. That's who we were missing.
I'm gonna go ahead and make my pick for next week. Then I'm going with Harley Cameron. I got to roll with my favorite female wrestler in AEW. I got to roll with her.
I was gonna say probably Harley Cameron as well. If I were to say a dark horse, Queen Amanada is probably a dark horse for me on that one. But I think it's gonna go to Harley Cameron, which is interesting because she's taking her tag partner's title now. But I'm sure she'll carry the carry the torch for her with pride. And so next, we did get a interview with the remarkable, that's key, remarkable Renee Paquette with the Young Bucks, right? And so, they're on their way back they want the challenge for the tag titles again. Um, but they lost that match and to FTR. And even though there's new champions now, they still need to work their way back up the ladder. So they're gonna be in a triple tag team match at Forbidden Door, the one we mentioned earlier. The actual tag team champions, Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, they did appear backstage. And in that appearance, it wasn't long until the dogs appeared naturally
Yeah,
and basically beat them down and choked them out with cords, which is a little bit wild. The dogs are they've been feuding with them for what seems like forever. They are gonna be challenging for the championship at Forbidden Door against
I
Cage and Cope.
I am liking this feud with the Dolls and Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. Again, we got our predictions tomorrow for Forbidden Door matches, but I'm gonna save my prediction for it. It may surprise a lot of people, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Cliffhanger, guys. Look at that. Bobby's hitting y'all with the cliffhanger.
Yep.
On the dog, I agree with you. I like this feud. The dogs are some dogs. They live up. Live up to their name. And they're taking a bit of I guess a page out of like the Death Riders book because they like to choke people and suffocate them and get them out. So, basically, they were kind of like left unconscious, Adam and Christian. So we don't know what's gonna go on. I'm sure the match is gonna happen. We don't know what condition they're gonna be in for Sunday. So, the dogs have the momentum going into the match. But we know what that usually means. But we'll see. It is main event time. We have Takeshita, the champion, versus Ricochet. This is for the international championship. I think that this is his first or second defense, one of them. But basically, Takeshita, this is a title that he won from Okada, which is why Okada now hates him. And this match was actually pretty fun. Like, I think in terms of like the main event, I can see why this match kind of came on last because not really because of the match itself, although that was good, but because of so much that happened after. But
Yeah.
Takeshita get the win. Thoughts?
Uh, I thought this was the match of the night, in my opinion. I knew Takesha was going to retain the AEW International Championship and everything. And then what happened afterwards? You had Team Briscoe and Team MJF, Don Callis family. All of them came in there.
Yeah, and actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mark Briscoe might have said that the steel cage match will main event Forbidden Door. So maybe that's
Right.
actually going to be the last match. Because when he was mentioning it, he said basically that they're ready to have like a brawl out there. Um, and where's the show again? It's in California, right?
The
At
Forbidden Door?
Forbidden Door. Is it in
I don't
Cali? I think it
know.
might be.
I don't know.
Um, hmm.
Got, got me going to have to look up on Google here.
Yeah, I think San Jose. Yeah, Forbidden Door, San Jose. Perfect. Okay, and then obviously those are fighting words. They didn't take too kindly to that. So Don Callis did appear, and once you see him, you see everybody. So, I think we saw uh there was some kind of like basically there was a back and forth on the mic, but basically you know how it goes. it eventually becomes a brawl. So you basically have two people in a ring. Some person does a move to take that person out. Then the other person gets in the ring. They do the move to take that person out. So we did see Takeshita kind of lay out like Fletcher. And then I think Kyle O'Reilly took out Okada. I think like Kevin Knight came in, and then you had Darby Allin. We saw Jake Doyle, who was dealing with some kind of injuries, but I think he's back now. He's doing better.
Yeah.
But then Doyle was gone. I think Roderick Strong took him out, and then I forget. I think it was Briscoe was trying to.
And then you had
Briscoe got taken out by Andrade El Idolo. I forget who Briscoe was trying to like.
well
Not pedigree, but he was trying to do some kind of move, and then
well after after Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong took out Jake Doyle, Orange Cassidy got hit from behind by MJF when MJF kicked him down low.
Oh yeah, the low kick, the low
Yeah,
blow.
the low
I did
kick.
see
Yep,
that, yeah.
he did.
And then he like gestured to the because he had the suit on. He like gestured to the crowd, yeah. And then I think it was Mike Briscoe that took out MJF or attempted to, but I think Mike Briscoe got taken out by Andrade. It was, yeah. I actually just looked at it. Perfect. See, my memory is great when it wants to be. ADHD. Max low blowed him, and then Briscoe came in, took out Max, but then Andrade took out Briscoe. And then it says after that, Andrade and MGF butted heads because they don't like each other. But I think Mark Briscoe came back in, yeah, took out MJF. Sounds about right. Mark Briscoe's always getting the better MJF.
Oh
There's
yeah.
not much nemesis there.
It looked like at the end, Team Mark Briscoe stood tall in the ring.
And that's the problem. I think that I do think that the Don Callis family is going to win that one, or Don Callis family and friends. Let's go with that one. The extended
Yeah,
family.
right. The extended family. Yeah.
But that was the show, folks. That was a nice chaotic ending of everyone kind of in the ring doing everything. For a go home show, it was. I agree with you. All of the matches were very predictable, but this was very straightforward storytelling. Like this was very like cookie cutter wrestling go home show. I thought it was strong in its own way, but for a go home show, I'm gonna say that this was probably a B. Probably a B. I've seen better go home shows from them, but this was okay. What are your thoughts, Bobby?
Uh, Normally, I would agree with you, Sheriff, on this, but I gotta go with a C minus.
Dang, and you hit him with the minus? Jeez.
Yeah, I mean it was alright, but it was just predictable tonight. I wouldn't. I
So we're
mean,
not drinking rum and Red Bull on this one?
no, we're not. Unfortunately, we're not. No.
Dang. You know what? I'll say this. Hopefully, one thing about AEW is they always deliver on the pay-per-views. Hopefully, at Forbidden Door, they'll put on a really, really, really strong show. But it would have been better if they had a nice lead-in, a nice go-home show to get people more excited. I do agree this. I've seen better go-home shows from them, so I can understand why you would say C minus.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. Thank you, Bobby, as always. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay tuned tomorrow for the Forbidden Prediction Show. Okay, Bobby left you on a cliffhanger. He's not going to tell you his predictions unless you show up tomorrow. Okay, and if you don't show up tomorrow, you're just not going to know. It just is what it is.
Yes.
Any words, Bobby?
UPR followers and fans of ours, thank y'all so much for joining in. Enjoy the rest of the content for the rest of this week. What UPR is going to show, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night for the UPR show, Forbidden Door prediction show.
Thank you guys. Have a great night.